Oh, today the Better Moon guy is back, and he's talking about Killers of the Flower Moon. This is a long movie. Let's get to it. Brought to you by the Better Moon guy. Hey, so yeah, I went and saw Killers of the Flower Moon last night with my boy Kaiser, and I thought I should talk about it. So let's get into it. Okay, let's start. This movie's long, and I'm old, so I had to go to the bathroom through like more than half of it, which might cloud my judgment a little bit, but like because I was like, I really gotta go to the bathroom. But it's a really, really good movie, and I really didn't want to miss any of it. But I missed like a tiny little part because I had to go. But so let's talk about the movie itself. Okay, this is Martin Scorsese. Scorsese, um, who is a master of filmmaking. And then he's working with two of his favorite people ever. So he's got Robert De Niro, who's looks like he hasn't lost a step really, um, and and then you got Leonardo DiCaprio, who is fantastic as he usually is. A long time I hated him. Now I think he's a fantastic actor. He's great. And then that's balanced out with some other people, in particular, an actress named Lily Gladstone, who I've never seen before in anything. I've only heard of one of her movies, which was called First Cow, but I've never seen it. But she is freaking fantastic, and she holds her own. She like feels completely comfortable, like in frame with De Niro and DiCaprio. So that's saying something because she looked like she belonged 100%. She owned her presence, no problem. So that those people are the main people. Jesse Plemons or Plimptons. I don't know how you say his name. He was really good in the small role he had, and then there was a bunch of other people that played really good parts. But okay, so let's get into the film. Okay, so the acting incredibly solid, looks great, cinematography's awesome. Score was interesting. There's a couple of spots that it was like I was not off put, but it was jarring occasionally, but most of it was really, really spot on. Um, but the story is the thing. So it's all about the Osage indigenous people of Osage County in America back in the early days in the 1900s, where they were very rich because oil was on their land, and they basically got from the plot, which is apparently based on true story, is like they kept on being moved and moved, and they shoved them to the spot where they're like, go be on that terrible land, and that terrible land had oil on it, and so it made them super rich, and they were like some of the richest people on the planet for a short time before white men came in and just robbed them of everything because that's what white men have done. Well, that's what a lot of people have done. That's not just a white thing. That's all across the board. People have been doing this for since there've been people. But in America, it's been the white men. So so the story is all about Leonardo DiCaprio's character comes there after World War One, and his uncle's there, and his uncle's very he seems to be a man of the people, but really he's a scoundrel. And Leonardo DiCaprio, if I can speak, his character is also a bit of a scoundrel, just lesser, and but he falls in love with a woman and legit falls in love with her, and but she has access to a lot of money, and like this then sets off a series of events where people are killed with the end goal of them getting the money and having access to that oil money, and yeah, it's an amazing movie. It's a long movie. I'm not sure what I'd cut out. It's a long movie. I think I'll enjoy it watching it at home. Like I really, me and Kaiser were like, let's go watch this in the theater, and we really wanted to see it together in the theater, and it was cool. And like, and it would have been cooler if there wasn't a guy like 12 feet that way with his cell phone making a Spotify playlist in the middle of the movie. Like, why? He was checking his contacts. He was checking his settings on his phone. This was a Thursday night, so this is not cheap night, and there was only about, I want to say, less than 20 people in theater. Why do you pay money to come to a movie that you then check your phone, and some of it is subtitled because they speak in the indigenous language, and he's missing things, and he actually made me miss things because I was focused on him, because it's like the light was so freaking, it wasn't like he was even like trying to be coy. His phone was bright, and he just is like swiping between things, and he's like on you name the app, he was probably on it. But yeah, Spotify. He made a Spotify playlist. I didn't see fully that. Kaiser saw all that. I saw some of it. Was annoyed. And we had a couple older ladies behind us who kept on talking and asking questions. Oh, do you think he's gonna die? I think he's gonna die. And it's like, it was just like, please be quiet. But saying all that, the movie's incredible. Um, it's 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 not a fun watch in any way. It's a riveting watch, and it's like amazing storytelling, great acting. But these are just heads up. This is despicable people who just like you keep on thinking something's going to happen to be redeeming, and it doesn't. It just keeps getting worse. So yeah, not an uplifting film, but a very well made, like just compelling film. I didn't want to like. I held going to the bathroom for almost 2 hours, and then almost died, and and then like tried to be as fast as I can so I didn't miss anything. And it's that good. Um, yeah, it was a really good film. So now, do I think it's Scorsese's best? No, I don't. It's not. I'm still not sure. I gotta really do a Scorsese ranking. A Scorsese. Um, but overall, I think it's a really compelling movie, and the cast is great. The acting's great. Yeah, it's very long, and it's not that even it's even paced well or paced bad. I think it was paced well. I just think if I could pause it and go to the bathroom, it would have been awesome. I would have had a better time with it, which means I will definitely be watching it again when I can sit in my home. But I wanted to see it on a big screen. Me and Kaiser were like, let's go see this together, and we did. It's pretty amazing. So I'm going to rank it 4.5 out of 5. It doesn't feel like a 5 to me, but it feels very close. Um, it's one of the best films I've seen this year. Best film I've seen this year is Oppenheimer, but it's one of the best films I've seen this year, and it definitely left me going, "Wow, there's a lot to talk about, and a lot of great performances, and yeah, and it was the ending also is very interesting because they do kind of this whole radio play thing on the ending, and then it ends with Martin Scorsese ending the film with like speaking into a microphone talking about something, and it's like, yeah, I like the ending. I thought it was an interesting choice. Um, so, but yeah, overall, really good film. Highly recommend it. It'd be awesome if they had entered a mission because then I would be able to use the bathroom and not think about it. And if you're going to the movie theater, go to the movie theater. Be present. Just be present in what movie you're watching and pay it the attention it deserves because a lot of people worked really hard on this movie for this guy to sit there on his phone. Just making a Spotify playlist like in the middle of a Martin Scorsese film. It's just I don't understand. Anyway, watch the movie. Excellent movie. 4.5 out of 5. And let me know if you watch it. You have an awesome time. And YouTube safely. Yeah.